All right, so we're back with part 2 of the Father's Day edition garden tour, and I apologize, I felt like I was rushing a little bit because I was trying to get it all in one video, under 20, but that's not happening. I do have this shrub that continues to recover. It doesn't look like it from this side, but the other side's completely green, so I'm just letting it do its thing. I thought it had died last year and then it came back. Yeah, my purple pugster butterfly bush. This is royal raspberry, I think, hummingbird mint. It's very similar to Rosy Posy. And then we've got Blue Fortune mixed in there. Again, you can see this is very, very lush over here. So, oh, and I failed to mention some type of Rudbeckia is blooming over there. And I do again have a lot of varieties of Rudbeckia and shrubs. I'll probably make a separate video about this revised middle bed later. And again, the rockin' fuchsia is happy here. This gets a lot of morning sun, and then we start to get a little bit of afternoon arc when we get sun. Yeah, very unusual June for us. My shrubs that we did this time last year, they're doing great. This is some of the transplanted salvia here. We'll give them some time, see how they do. I think they just need more sun and more heat. I think that's the problem, and we've not had it like we normally would. This is autumn Rudbeckia. It's going to bloom probably soon. Another limelight hydrangea. The pump died on my bird bath just under a year, so we've got a new pump ordered for that. Very disappointed about that. Again, some more of that Roman red salvia. I'm not a big red person in my garden, but I do like this, and I will be getting more of it. I've been surprised to not really see the hummingbirds in it, though. The blue boa going wild still, hanging in there. This is a long blooming one like Blue Fortune, but you can see the difference between that and Blue Fortune. It's bigger with the blooms, and it does get a little bit taller, more kind of sprawling. Next year, I will definitely do a round cage around this to give it more support. I'm actually amazed it's still standing after all the horrible storms we've had. And everything's doing well. You can see, this was my autumn Rudbeckia, and I thought it was tall last year. Even if I took it out of the pot now and it were in the ground, it would still be taller than me. But look at this. I was not expecting it to be this tall, but it's beautiful. This is Pink Cascade 2. Didn't do anything last year, but you can see it's getting ready to put on a show as well. And let me see if I can step through here just real quickly, because there were a couple of things I wanted to go in and show you. This is a perennial grass. This supposedly will be spectacular come fall. We've got some more fuchsia here, which, they said here in the South, like, make sure it gets, shade. It just maybe is a slower bloomer. We'll see. It's not terrible, that pot, but compared to my others, I don't feel like it's performing as well. But again, we shall see. I'm going to try giving it a little more fertilizer this week if it will stop raining long enough. My banana cream 2 daisies. Oh, sorry, here's some more Mexican sage. Okay, now we're in the thick of things here. My penstemon is finally finished blooming. I need to get in and deadhead it. Again, these are perennials, so I'm not expecting a lot. I've just learned, from my fellow gardeners that, I think, what was it they say on Creekside Gardening, first year is they sleep, second year they creep, third year they leap, which I think there's a lot of truth in that. But the banana cream daisies are about to bloom. This is the black and blue salvia, which I got last year from Burpee, and it did amazing. Every one I've gotten from them this year has really struggled. Again, I don't know if it's because of the lack of heat, the lack of sunlight. I'm sure those are factors, but still. Again, I have to pinch off these flowers because I do not want you flowering. Thank you. Because I want you to get big and gorgeous like you are. And you kind of, this is a little different perspective for you here in the garden, in the thick. This is one, again, I thought these were going to get taller and when I planted that, but obviously now not. So, yeah, we'll have to rethink that for next year. But again, that's what gardening is. You learn and you experiment, and that's, you know, how you find out things, and I'm okay with that. Again, I'm not like, it's not terrible, but, you know, just looking ahead for next year, you know, revise a few things. Okay. Hang with me, because while I'm thinking about it, this is when it keeps getting blown. We had another storm last night, so bear with me. We gotta clean this out. We're probably gonna get another one because I hear thunder in the distance. But anyway, everything here, pardon my air conditioner, is looking good. This is not, I really would like to perhaps sod this and put a little flagstone path here next year. That is a next year project for sure. But I think that would look really nice. And of course, we desperately need to remulch. Some more of the repotted salvia. We'll see. They get more sun here. We'll see if it makes a difference. I don't know. It's hard for me to know right now. Did I just get a hold of some less than stellar plants? Or has it just been, you know, our weather in the spring, or maybe both? Now, this black and blue salvia from Burpee had done spectacular, and it was starting to put on a show, although nothing again like last year's. But then we had the storms, and it literally broke off almost every stalk. Needless to say, I was not pleased. So, you know, here we are. All right, well, the sun is trying to come out. Hooray. Probably will get again storms. But things are pretty lush here. If we could just get a little more blooming from some sun. And again, some things are cycling through, but overall, I'm very pleased. I do think this is a step up from last year. But again, you know, I'm already making notes about things I'm already learning and noticing, even with the crazy spring weather. I'm kind of putting that aside. So, you know, that's what gardening is. All right, friends. Well, I hope that you all have a beautiful Father's Day. If your father is still here and, you know, you have a good relationship, make sure you give him a hug today. Tell him you love him. If you're like me and your father's gone, it's a great day to remember the good times. Anyway, sending lots of love and good energy to everybody. I hope you are enjoying your June and your gardens, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care, everybody.